I would guess that most people think that being intellectually gifted is an unbridled good and bestows mainly pleasure on a person's life, makes him or her have an easier existence. And of course, there's some truth to that. Intelligence certainly should be defined as the ability to reason well, learn quickly, synthesize and analyze well. Clearly, that's, while not sufficient, it's certainly necessary to a great deal of accomplishment in this world. So yes, certainly being smart has got its advantages, but it also has burdens, and I thought I would take just a couple of minutes to share some thoughts about the burdens and how to overcome them. First of all, bright people normally have been bright their whole life, and they've been told by parents and teachers or whatever, you have so much potential, so there's this endless pressure to live up to the potential. Then there is the fact that there is a catch-22. Smart people, whether it be in school or the workplace, are faced with a choice of using their gifts, using their intelligence to share ideas. They tend to be ideationally fluent, that is, come up with lots of ideas that are good. And of course, we all want to exercise what we do well. If you're a pianist, you want to play the piano. If you're good at public speaking, you want to public speak. If you're intelligent, you want to use that intelligence. You want to flower. You do want to live up to your potential. But if you do that, you are too often going to be seen as a know-it-all and be disliked by people who will either feel inferior or simply don't like the idea of you seeming, quote, full of yourself. So you're left with a catch-22 between being yourself and bringing out the best in you and risking turning off lots of people. Also, there's the sense that if you're smart, you're going to be on your A game all the time. Well, all of us, no matter how brilliant, do stupid things, and also we want to veg out and just stare at nature or be silly. And there is this sense, maybe partly internally driven, partly external expectations, that the smart person is going to be smart all the time. That's too much to ask. So, some solutions, some ways to deal with it. First of all, certainly, we live in an era that is very egalitarian, where we're always talking about redistributing to the have-nots, and you're almost made to feel guilty for being, quote, privileged. So, first is embrace your intelligence, because it really is a tool that can be used for so much good, not only to yourself, your family, your community, to society. Yes, that's plenty enough. And so feel good about that intelligence as long as you're using it for good. Nobody should, in my judgment, use your good to further the tobacco industry or the pot industry, which, by the way, pot is far more dangerous than the advocates would have us believe. Really. A big report just came out from the National Academy of Sciences that synthesized hundreds of studies on that, but that's off the topic. Anyway, also, it really is not wrong. It's, they call it elitist. It is not wrong for smart people to want to hang out with other smart people. So whether it's a child going to a school that has a lot of other bright kids, or an ability group class where bright kids are put together so they can be synergistic with each other and have more instruction on their own level, or in the workplace, choose really holding out for a workplace that has a lot of smart people in it. It is really exciting to be working with other smart people and coming up with great solutions. Yes, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And not everybody is smart at everything, but really, the research, and I can't go into it, but it was something called G. It really does exist. And while we all know people who are intelligent, who are socially not intelligent, but overall, intelligence does cut across lots of fields. So, whether it be in, anyway, it does tend to be general across many, many activities. So choosing a workplace and avocations that have other smart people, well, yes, it may not teach you to celebrate difference and to be more charitable to others. The large good that accrues from being with other smart people, both to you personally in terms of what you accomplish, is enormous. And third is to forgive yourself when you do screw up, and you will screw up, and don't live up to others' expectations as well as your own. Realize you are not just a brain that's human, but you're human, which means you're going to make mistakes. Those are my best thoughts. I'm Marty Nemko.